Hey there, Jim Gavigan, Industrial Insight. So I'm out walking around today, just contemplating things, thinking about things, and thought I'd shoot a follow-up. Sorry for the sun there. Thought I'd shoot a follow-up video to something I posted, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years ago on LinkedIn. It actually was the best from a number of views, number of comments, performer that I've ever had. And what I said simply was this. For all this technology that's coming out, machine learning, artificial intelligence, all this stuff that's coming, our plants, our industrial plants, are going to be running worse in 10 years than they're running right now. And a whole lot of people commented on that. Most of them positive. Most of them were in agreement with me, which was good, I guess. I don't know. It's always uncomfortable when too many people agree with you. You're wondering if you're really over the target. You kind of hope some people disagree. There was a few, maybe. But I think the consensus was, yeah, that's going to happen. And it's interesting now, after COVID. This was actually pre-COVID, I know. So let's see, we're in 2023. So this was probably, maybe 4 years ago. Maybe it was 2019 that I did that. I'd have to go back and look. But one thing that I've noticed since COVID is a whole lot of gray hair took their toys and went home. They said, you know what? I think I'm done. This is a good time. And they checked out. We've seen that. We've seen several people that we used to deal with just gone. And that's a lot of gray hair retiring. And interestingly enough, I was having a conversation with a young engineer not that long ago, actually, at a plant that is now closing, unfortunately. But she told me something very interesting. She said, Jim, or as I had told her about this, because we were just having a kind of a far-reaching conversation. But I told her about that video. And she said, Jim, she goes, you know what? In the last couple of years, this plant has run worse than it ever has. Ever. It's been here over 100 years. Runs terrible. And one of the things that we talked about was they had lost a lot of experienced people. That was kind of a problem. And they had a lot of people, I think she said she's like 23. She said pretty much everyone who is in any kind of a position of authority or expertise is 30 or under. And I told her, I said, that doesn't sound like a formula for success. She said, no, it's not. And even being, young and driven and, wanting to succeed, she recognized this is a massive problem that we have. The reality is, I think it's absolutely true that plants are running worse today than they were 5 years ago. Is the technology worse than 5 years ago? No, it's not. Have we lost a lot of talent? Yep. Have we captured all of that domain expertise and knowledge? I don't really think so. So this is starting to play out. That we've lost all this talent, knowledge, expertise to understand what good looks like. And we haven't replaced it. Nor have we captured that knowledge. And I think that's one of the things, and one of the other things that I'm really seeing too, is plants are really struggling to keep, and companies in general are struggling to keep engineers for very long. Long gone are the days when we have someone that works 25 or 30 years at one site, or in one company even, to develop that skill set and to really get that knowledge put together where they truly understand that process, their business, everything. And so what happens is you have very few people in your company who really know what good looks like. You haven't captured it. So what do? Well, I think one part of it, not all of it, but one part's kind of the things we do. Is before the rest of the experience leaves, let's try to capture that knowledge into some kind of digital tools to understand what good looks like. And then I think we need to really help those new engineers that are coming in. They need to understand what good looks like nearly from day one. You don't have 25 or 30 years for them to be an expert in your process. If you get them for 5 years, that's good. So we need to make them as effective as that 25 or 30 year veteran that's leaving. We need to make them almost as effective, because they're never going to be completely as effective because they're just not going to be able to learn as much. But we need to make them as effective as we can make them within 2 years. And I think one of the ways to do that is have digital tools, data-driven tools that help you understand what good looks like and know when you're deviating from it. Tell me your thoughts. Are we going to run worse in another 5 years, 6 years than we do today? Are we going to be running worse in 2029 than we did in 2019? I think so, and we're well on the way now, honestly. Tell me your thoughts, though. Let me know.